Please like, share, subscribe. Happy, beautiful Sunday. I called it, and I'm gonna, you know what? It's like the way I told you so. Harry and Meghan Markle are being honored for fighting their fight against the structural racism in the monarchy. That's what Kerry Kennedy, this complete idiot, said. So they're making it official now in the United States and to the world. So this is what it's going to be talked about when Prince William and Princess Catherine are in Boston, because they're getting an award because Harry and Meghan were fighting against racism from Prince William and Princess Catherine, because this is structural racism, which means it was in every structure within the monarchy, to the highest to the lowest. I can't wait to see your comments after this video.
Hold up. Stop right now.
There are several conversations.
There's a conversation with you
with Harry
about how dark your baby is going to be?
potentially, and what that would mean or look like.
Hello, beautiful people. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. You know, yesterday I did a live with Pete Dine and Royal Daily Tea. And we kind of had a back and forth about why it's important in this day and age to clarify things, especially given cancel culture, because we have the woke left legitimizing lies. The reason why I'm saying that is because Kerry Kennedy from the RFK Foundation has come out and said exactly why Harry and Meghan are getting an award. Are you ready for this one? Are you ready for this one? Even I didn't see this one coming. They are being honored because they fought the structural racism within the monarchy, because they went to the oldest institution and told them how to run it. They refused to listen, and therefore they're racist. They're getting an award for that. I'm not joking. This is what Kerry Kennedy, I mean, this woman, clearly the elevator does not reach the penthouse in her house, in her head. But this is a very public thing. And this is why I was talking, why it was important nowadays, maybe 30 years ago, even 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, maybe 10 years ago. 10 years ago, yeah, you could get away with not calling things out. But nowadays, the way things are going, you have to call it out. And you don't have to be brutal. You don't have to be uneducated. You don't have to be polite. You can simply say, no, we're going to call Miss Markle and we're going to call her out. And we want her to explain what she meant by that and give specific examples. She said somebody had conversations with Harry about the skin color. Let's call Harry, because clearly this is firsthand. That would not be admissible in a court of law, hearsay. And yet, they're receiving an award for hearsay. Because, by the way, Harry contradicted everything she said. And this award legitimizes, in the eyes of the world, the fact that, or not the fact, the lies that Meghan Markle said about structural racism, how she was racist. The funny thing is that nobody is talking that when Oprah asked them, would you go back? They said yes, without hesitation. When Oprah asked them, would you go back? They said yes. Yes, and now what we have is those lies being honored. That slander, that libel, is being honored by the RFK Foundation. This is how far down the values and morals of the woke left have fallen. And I'm not talking about politics here, okay? We're talking about moral values, that they are going to celebrate a man and a woman who have lied about everything. Everything. Meghan Markle has bullied. You don't go. How would Kerry Kennedy feel if somebody came and told her how to run her institution? Would she be branded a racist? Because, if she says no, if it's a black person and comes and tells her you're doing things wrong. By the way, the monarchy has been around for 1,000 years. Meghan and Harry have only been around for 2-3 years, and they're going in decline. That's just for people to be put in perspective. This is the importance of calling out lies. Parliament should have immediately called out Meghan Markle and said, wait a minute, what you said, those are crimes in the United Kingdom and even I think in the US. because Meghan Markle went from there was conversations about the color of the skin and baby, the baby, you know, and what it potentially could mean. And then Harry says there was a conversation before I married Meghan. But never mind. Don't let the truth don't let the facts get in the way of, you know, their lies or whatever it is actually, that those contradictions get in the way of the narrative that Oprah, Kerry Kennedy want to put out. The problem is that the Commonwealth is going to look at that. I, as a Commonwealth citizen, I'm looking at it and thinking, what the fuck? And the royal family are still not doing anything about it. The monarchy parliament is not doing anything because they are being honored for the racism that they claim they received, that they fought against that racism in the monarchy as an institution. The monarchy represents the United Kingdom and the entire Commonwealth. So what are countries, you know, that you know, are largely made of, you know, the Commonwealth, it's made out of a lot of ethnic cultures with a lot, you know, what are they going to think because the royal family and parliament, because parliament can speak now, they're speaking against an institution, the face of the monarch is in the money. And we have two liars who are being honored for going against racism in that institution, the structural racism. It means that structural racism, it means that there's racism at every level. Let's not forget that Meghan Markle chose her staff. She was given a bigger staff for anybody who was she was given even bigger staff than Prince Edward and anybody. She chose her staff. Her staff, she chose Jason Kenoff, who's a gay American, so they can't say that British people didn't understand. Her staff was British and she didn't understand. She was given that lady who used to work for Hillary Clinton that she chose. You know, so she had staff. She knew what the institution was like. But it's not that the institution, the traditions and culture of an institution. Which is, you know, so they're basically saying that the culture of the United Kingdom is racist. Because he didn't listen to what Meghan Markle, a D-list actress, who is a known liar and fraudster and wanted to take freebies. Her big beef is that she was not queen. Her big beef is that she wasn't allowed to keep the freebies that she kept asking for, or that she didn't get more money, or that there's an order. You know what? And people say, oh, why did she have to walk behind Kate and William? Why does the president of the United States is more important than the vice president? There is a hierarchy, I think it's called. There's a structure in every organization. You have the very top and you have the very bottom. The ones at the top, the higher you go, the more importance they have. Meghan Markle and Harry were not that important. So can you tell me, people in the United States, if the vice president is more important than the president of the United States? Of course not. The president of a company is more important than the vice president of a company. But in this case, it wasn't even a vice president. Harry and Meghan are like junior directors within the company. That's what they were. They were made to feel more important than what they were, because it was Harry and they felt bad for him, and they did give them a lot of opportunities. Meghan was made the patron of the theater, something that was really dear to the royal queen. They were to her late majesty. They were made president and vice president of the Commonwealth. What's it called now? The name escapes me. Of the Commonwealth foundation that the queen had, which was really dear to her, and they had huge chance to make impact. So when Harry says, oh, they didn't take advantage of my wife's biracial heritage, you idiot. Your grandmother also, and you yourself, you have black blood in you. Okay? So, and Meghan Markle is white, skinned woman with biracial, but so is the royal family. The royal family, there's so many. The queen has Asian, black, and white in her. So they are so stupid. But this is again where I go with my point that this has gone too far. It's gone too far from the day they did that interview. It's gone too far. They went the way they left, and they made those announcements that were demands on that Royal Sussex website. It's allowed to go too far when Meghan committed perjury in the United Kingdom. It's been allowed to go too far with allowing Harry to sue the Home Office, and even now another employee with him, because he doesn't like that the employee was involved, although that's part of his job. So can somebody please tell me why? And people yesterday at the live were calling me out, oh, you are like a dog with a bone chewing on it. Yes. And here we have this morning, Kerry Kennedy saying that Harry and Meghan Markle are being honored because they fought structural racism in the monarchy. That they went to the monarchy and told them what to do, and the monarchy said fuck off, and therefore they're racist, and they're getting an award for it. Leave me your thoughts.